Welcome to Spotlight. I'm your host, Josh Chapman. Today, I'll be joined by Adam from Michigan Fishing Network, and today's show is sponsored by Blue Water Area Transit. Adam, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. So we were talking offline a little bit. You're a fishing aficionado from the Michigan Fishing Nation.
Yep.
So what is Michigan Fishing Nation?
Michigan Fishing Nation, it started off as a Facebook group.
Okay.
And we wanted to just share with people how we were catching walleye and fish in general. And then we started going all over the state to do, salmon fishing, pretty much any type of fish that's native to Michigan.
Okay.
And so we built this Facebook group. My brother-in-law and I would just sit there and fish and basically record it with GoPros. And then what happened was this group just took off and people started joining the group. And then we started Michigan Fishing Nation TV.
Okay.
So we actually have a show. We're on a bunch of different streaming platforms.
Okay.
Some of them are like Carbon TV. There's a bunch of outdoor TV networks that we're on that we have our show on. So
I love it. And so for Michigan, where's like your headquarters? Where do you do the most fishing out of?
Mainly here, out of Port Huron.
Okay. In Lake Huron or the river? Or?
Lake Huron and the St. Clair River.
Okay.
We fish both the American and Canadian side. We show all different types of fishing based on if we're jigging, if we're whipping, if we're hand lining. We have all that different type of stuff. And then, so mainly 90 to 95% of our stuff is done here.
Okay, in the Blue Water area.
Yeah.
So are you fishing, right? Are you one of those crazy guys that are out in the boats in February?
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Are you one of those tough guys that are out in the boats in February?
Yeah, so we're out there, we fished yesterday. So,
okay, wow.
But if there's no ice, we're gonna fish.
How do you guys stay warm out there? Or do you just not?
No, you do. I wear a striker suit is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's a float suit.
Okay.
And so when you put that on, you don't need a life jacket or anything else on that, and that keeps you super warm. They started their business, they're out of Minnesota.
Okay.
And they started their business on snowmobiling suits.
Okay.
And then they got into this ice fishing. It's really an ice fishing suit.
Okay.
We wear it on the boat though because it's super warm and it floats.
Yeah.
And so that's what I use. It keeps me warm.
That helps.
I mean, your hands are still going to get cold, but it's nature of the beast.
No pain, no gain, right? I get it.
Yeah.
So you and your brother-in-law, you were sitting looking for an excuse to go outside, and you said, hey, we're going to start this, I'm kidding, obviously, but we're going to start this show. How many followers do you have in the group?
I think we're at like 35,000.
Holy smokes. So
32, 35, somewhere around there.
How many years have you guys been doing this?
It's been a while. Probably 6, 7. Man, I would have to ask him for sure, but it's been a while.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
I love it. So for those at home, just so I understand, is it more of like an FYI? Is it a tutorial? Is it just kind of seeing the eco diversity of Michigan?
Yeah, and so what we did was we've created a Facebook group, and people join that. We stay on top of monitoring it, so there's not like a bunch of scams or spam and all that on there. And then what we do is we keep it family friendly.
Yeah, okay.
So someone's acting weird, we'll have a chat with them, and then you got to get booted out if you're not going to follow the rules.
I love it.
But basically, we started off as that group, and that morphed into the show that we created. So he does all the editing and all that fun stuff.
You get to live the life and cast the reel, man.
Yeah,
I love it. So for folks sitting at home, they're like, hey man, I want to check this out. I want to kind of find some new spots, learn about the striker suit, whatever the case may be. How can they find you on Facebook?
Michigan Fishing Nation.
That's it? Just no TV or anything, Michigan Fishing Nation?
There's actually two, but it will link back over to Michigan Fishing Nation. So
got it.
You got Michigan Fishing Nation TV, but it links back to the group.
Beautiful. Well, as soon as I can find a striker suit that'll accommodate me,
Yeah.
I'll come and join you because I've always wanted to be those tough guys out there February on the boat. Man. Thanks for joining us, Adam, and here's to a successful fishing season.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us on Spotlight.